Herkese merhaba. Dün çok spontane geleceğim bir tren yolculuğunun sonunda Kopenhag'a geldim. Burada bir hostel ayarladım. Birazdan dışarı çıkıp gezeceğim ama hostel çok güzel. Önce kısa bir hostel turu yapalım. Şu an free tour'a katılmak için bir grupla toplandık ama grubun geri kalanını bekliyoruz. Çok açık bir alandayız, çok esiyor, çok üşüdüm.
It is a very walkable city. We can see a lot together in that time, and don't worry, we are going to be taking a coffee break about halfway through the tour, so you can get a nice hot drink, warm up a little bit before we head off on the second half. We're going to start, of course, here. We're going to head through the old town. We'll pay a visit to the Parliament and head up to the famous Newhound Canal. I know you've all seen pictures of it, planning your time here. Very colorful, very beautiful in any weather, like I said. And then we'll head up to the palace where we'll see where Princess Mary lives and, of course, the Queen herself. And along the way, I'm going to talk a bit about history here, pretty exciting history, a little bit about the culture as well, including why Denmark is year after year one of the happiest countries in the world. First thing is that the work-life balance here is really amazing. The average work week about 34 to 37 hours. Office hours are 8 to 4. It's actually kind of frowned upon to stay late after 4. That's when you're supposed to go home and spend time with your family. So it's a very family-oriented society and much less of a work-centric society. People aren't as defined by what they do for a living, and people aren't as into material things. They're not always thinking about having a bigger house or a fancier car. They're more about appreciating the things that they have in life, which I think is a really nice way of looking at things. Now, the second thing is that the social system is really amazing as well. Healthcare is free. If you have a baby, the parents get to share up to a full year of parental leave between them. However, they choose to divide it at from 70 up to 100% of their pay. Daycare, very heavily subsidized, and in fact, it's also linked to how much your family earns. So the less your family earns, then the less you pay for childcare. So it is very, very affordable. As well, university is free, but students also receive a stipend while studying. So they get money given to them by the government to help them through working towards their degree. Now, if you're to lose your job, you have up to 2 years to find a new one. You have to be looking actively for work during that time. They're very, very careful with monitoring this. But during that time, if you paid into all the right employment insurances and everything else that you should have done, then you can be receiving up to 90% of the wage you were on when you became unemployed. So, sounds good, right? But how do you think we pay for all of these programs? Taxes, yes. And you've seen for yourself how expensive Copenhagen is. It's because you're paying 25% sales tax on almost everything that you're buying. Now, of course, the wages here, they are very high. There's actually not legally a minimum wage, but unofficially it's about 110, 120 krona per hour, which is getting close to 20 euros an hour. But the income tax is also really high. It starts at 36% and goes up from there. And in fact, it's not unusual here to be paying about half of your salary in taxes. So, why are we still so happy? We're cold, it's expensive, you're paying half your salary in taxes. But of course, no one enjoys paying taxes. We live in here, of course, we don't enjoy it either. But you can imagine, whew, they heard taxes in there. You can imagine that when you're paying your taxes to get all of these incredible programs that are going to be there for your family throughout your lives, it's maybe a little bit easier. It gives you this sense of security, which of course then leads to greater happiness. Now, the final thing is a very, very important one at this time of year and on a day like today. It's a cultural concept called hygge. Have you heard of hygge? Yes, you've heard of it. H-Y-G-G-E, hygge. Now, the closest English word is coziness. So warmth, comfort, happiness, all the things that sound really, really good right now. It comes about from these dark, wet, cold, gray winters when you just want to be warm and cozy and happy. So in the winter time, you might find hygge by sitting by a fireplace, blanket around you, nice hot chocolate in your hand, reading a nice book. But it's not just for winter, it's not just about physical warmth and comfort. It's really an all year round thing. So in the summertime, maybe when it gets warm and sunny, which it does, you might head to the park, have a nice picnic or barbecue with your family and friends. Eat lots of food, drink lots of beer, just spend time together, have a great time. And that's Hygge too. So it's really a year-round concept, and it is a really fantastic concept, and it's something that I hope that all of you will bring home with you from your time here.
Şu an çok soğukta, hiç beklenmedik çok güzel bir şey buldum. İnanamayacaksınız. Az önce internet tarihinde Yozgatlı amcaya Amanı Sören'in cevap vermesi, Nusret'in Nange'ye çıkması kadar büyük bir olay oldu. Daha fazla konuşmuyorum, olayı izleyin. Ben videoda devam ettirmiyordum ama bundan daha ileriye gidemeyeceğim için burada bırakıyorum. Büyük ihtimalle yarın görüşmek üzere. Hoşçakalın. Tur biraz önce bitti. Ben de bayağıdır yürüyorum. Hostel'e gelmek için çok uzakta bırakmışlar. İşte birazdan yiyecek...
Sorry, can we take a selfie?
Ah.
Can we make a selfie?
Oh, of course.
Yeah? Okay, perfect.
Oh.
Shall I make?
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.